once again to Mearachd, episode 33. Look at that, it's a palindrome number. So, I might be losing it.
You've already lost it, dude.
So,
It's gone.
where are all of you? Are you guys still in Mearachd?
We haven't been in Mearachd
Yes.
in a long time. Catch up.
Oh,
No, we're in the country, at least.
that's not Mearachd. That's
Oh, is
Phoenicia.
it? Oh, you're right. You're right. No, we're in North Point. Mearachad's on fire.
Well, why the hell are you in North Point?
So, last time we woke up in Harveston, we had previously defeated some daemons and we were resting up. When we, except for Kent was outside because he couldn't go in the home of the Avatar.
Respect.
So anyway, when we wake up, Erasmus was the first to wake up, and he found a note that from Candor. Candor basically said he was busy, don't bother him, and here's some stuff. And he had left us a package. And he'd let us know when he needs us. So he left us some items, an amulet like Brianna's, a headband which would allow you to ask a question and get an answer at a cost, and a small book labeled Glossary, but is blank. It won't take ink, but we sort of played around with the items a little bit. We all, except for Nikolai, I don't know if Kent did or not. Yeah, he did. Yeah, we all, except for like Nikolai, used the headband. When Brianna used it, she learned that the winged beasts we've been seeing are called dragons, and they're dangerous. We shouldn't touch them. And if one is killed, it would be bad. She related that information to the party, and they asked, are dragons bad? And when Brianna asked that question, she just got something about someone wanting to stab her. Stabby, stabby, stabby. So, but we basically take a little bit of sanity damage whenever we use it. So, basically we took turns asking it questions. Brianna also opened the book and just asked it a question, and if you just ask it a question, it will pop up with written information on the subject. And we also took turns trying on the necklace, but nothing really was happening. When Nikolai tried on the necklace, he felt like that he could hear a female voice a little bit more clearly. So Brianna sent a message to Candor, and basically he told us to use the necklace if someone dies. So after we'd spent some time trying on the necklace, trying the different things, we started discussing where we wanted to go next. We had a choice between Mearachd or Frostholm, and we decided Frostholm would be a good place for us to go next, but it's very cold there, hence the name Frostholm, and so we needed to get some cold weather gear before we were able to travel there, and in order to do that, we had to go to North Point. So we took our big old honkin' wagon and headed to North Point. We encountered an ochre ooze, which we were able to kill fairly easily. And we found some trolls. Brianna was able to speak with them diplomatically. They were wanting to eat us, but she gave them rations instead. And they followed us for a little while, but then we set down some grease and they stopped following us. And then basically we were able to make it to North Point. We had to get a little creative with our food and rations, but we made it. When we got to North Point, again, we had the problem of the cart being too big to really drive it into the city. And so...
And everything went just fine.
Yeah, no property damage at all.
So, we decided we couldn't exactly lock it in place and trust it was going to be back when we got here. So, Brianna, Kent, and Erasmus went to buy gear, while Nikolai and Konstog and Kotri stayed with the cart. While they were waiting, a huge land shark came after them because I guess it thought the cart was food. So Konstog tries to maneuver the cart into town. She ended up crashing into a building, and there was some trouble. But Brianna and the party, we heard they used the telepathic ring that we got from Candor to tell us to come back, and so we were able to appease the homeowner and the guards, and basically with a little bit of difficulty we were able to get the cart over to the mining company, and the other party had agreed to allow us to park it there. So that's kind of where we left off.
Yeah. As you get the cart parked away, the guards will make their way over to where you were. A series of guards was kind of keeping an eye on you and tracking you guys as you were moving the cart into place. All right, which one of you is in charge here? This little gathering you got.
What are we doing about Charles since he's not here? Are you playing him or?
Which one of you is in charge of this little gathering you got here?
Well, this is our leader, but I usually speak for the group. What seems to be the?
I'm gonna need to know which one of you is in charge. So he's in charge, or you're in charge. It can't be both of you are in charge. This isn't some kind of duopoly. No, that's not the word. I don't know.
Normally, he's in charge.
All right, good. We're taking him down to the station.
For what?
Well, this is his property.
Purposes for the story.
This is his property, and we're gonna need to hold on to him until things get finished up here. This is kind of a contractual obligation now. You guys owe money to get this thing fixed. You're gonna have to stick around until things get fixed. He's gonna come with us.
So how would this have worked if Jess volunteered?
Right.
I mean, then both. Well, I mean, both of you would have gone because she basically was volunteering both of them as leaders of the group.
Right.
Erasmus will kind of shrug and frustratedly go to jail because this is also a running gag for Charles's characters.
Just make sure he has his journal. He needs it to get out his thoughts about all of this.
Yeah, we'll make sure he gets whatever we give him.
All right. Well, I guess we'll have to wait here until everything is done.
Oh, I thought we could just go to Frostone without him. No?
No, the guards are apparently not going to let you leave until this is settled.
Then why take him to jail if none of us can leave?
I mean, I guess you guys could all leave, but he's got to stick around because it's his. This is his property.
But we could leave.
But if you start taking the property, you're performing an act of theft because it's his property,
This is very
not
bad.
collective your property.
It's okay. I didn't finish doing all of the shopping anyway, and I'm sure remember there was that tasty cauliflower place we visited last time?
Yeah, I just don't want to take too long.
I know. But, I mean, unfortunately, we're kind of at the mercy of however long it takes the builders. The problem is that I don't think Erasmus could make the journey by himself. I don't think any of us could.
I know.
Sorry.
I will pat Konstog on the shoulder and I'll say, I know you feel bad, but don't. Those land sharks are scary, and you probably saved both of your lives.
I mean, if I were dead, I wouldn't have to deal with this, so... Right off.
Damn.
I mean, if you want to go back out there and face the land shark and not have to deal with this...
What's the point of facing the land shark? We gotta get the stuff taken care of for Candor.
True. But, I mean, we're doing pretty good. He hasn't said, that we're under... He said that we need to do it soon, but he's not said, that we have to do it as fast as possible, either.
Yeah, he's not exactly the one to give the most helpful or detailed information now, either.
Well, what if it fell into the wrong hands?
I mean, it doesn't mean, like, that doesn't change the fact that it's hard to make plans when it gives
Besides-
us little information.
Erasmus took the rod with him.
Oh, that's true. Erasmus does have the rod in his pants. And we need the rod to get the other items anyway. Good thinking, Kent.
So I guess, can you ask the builders how long they think it's going to take?
Yeah. Of course. I was also thinking that we might want to visit Formia and see if we have enough brain dollars to maybe procure some kind of locking mechanism so we're not worried about our cart being stolen.
How many brain dollars do we have collectively? I thought it was less than 300.
I thought we all had. Let's see.
Oh, I put it on my sheet. Let me see.
Yeah. I thought
Oh.
we had 300 apiece.
That's how
Yes.
much we had collectively.
1,500 is what we have.
Yeah.
Collectively.
And I have a spare 250 from when I shared that memory with them. The only problem is Erasmus isn't here, so I don't know if we can use his share, but
I think it's fine.
we can at least see what we can get for that.
All right, so you can head on over to the builders that were employed for this and find out about how long it's going to take. Hey, yeah, you the one with the big wheeler thing, right?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
telepathically tell Brianna to maybe open up her shirt a little bit more and be extra flirty. See if that helps.
Brianna will do as she's instructed. Oh yes, we are the ones with the big wheelie thing. Are you the ones doing repairs?
Yeah, we are. This is going to take about 10 days or so.
Oh, a whole week.
Yeah, I got a lot of men. They're working on another job. I can't get them over here because we got to get the other job done by the deadline, and this don't have a deadline.
Oh, I see. Well, is there any way we could speed that up a little bit?
I mean, deadlines are deadlines. We got to get our other deadline done before we can get this one done. And if something comes up in between, I mean, that might be a little bit difficult for me. I got a lot of balls I got to juggle, you know?
Oh, I know all about juggling balls.
I bet you do.
Is there any kind of bonus we can
He was
offer
in the
you
circus.
to? Is there any kind of bonus that we can offer you to speed things up?
I don't know. Where you staying? Maybe we can talk it over.
Oh, I'm over at the White Pegasus.
Oh, why are you staying at that dump?
Well, it seems to have everything I need.
Bunch of scammers over there. You know, they're stealing your information and they're giving it away to the government.
Oh, are they?
You don't want them taking your information.
Could you recommend somewhere better?
Yeah, I could take you there.
Oh, wonderful.
You got some free time? I got some time. This job can wait.
Yeah, let's go.
It doesn't have a deadline.
It doesn't have a deadline. He's getting it. He's getting it.
But the other job does, so...
It does. That's why I got my...
That job has to get done first.
Right, but I got my other men working on
Might
that.
not have time to do this, but if he has time not to do this, he has time not to do that.
Wait a minute here. What you trying to say now?
I said if you don't have time to do that, then you don't have time to do this.
I got time
Probably
to...
have a deadline on this now,
I got
too.
time to do this. I got no deadline on this.
Are you sure?
Nobody ain't give me no deadline.
But by what you just said, where is it? Where is it?
Aren't you supposed to be biting your lips suggestively?
He's not doing that to Kent.
Is it gate? Where's?
I didn't see
What
it to
happened to
Brianna
Bluff?
either.
Bluff is bluff.
Why is it not in my thing? Fuck.
Did you do that thing where you unchecked it on your configuration tab?
Oh, good God, did I? I may not have ranks in Bluff.
I don't think
I
you
thought I
do.
did.
I don't know. I don't think that's this character's shtick.
No.
I thought you had some.
Yeah, I have 6 ranks in Bluff.
Then why'd you uncheck your bluff?
I have no idea.
Because his character is truthful and would never tell a lie.
I'm going to say I shammed everybody up to this point. So you don't have a deadline here, but for the deadline there, you have a deadline because you don't have time to do that.
Right, I got a deadline over there, but I got time here.
That deadline must be over on this side and not over on that side.
All right, hold on. Let me see.
I don't even understand what you're trying to bluff him about. It just sounds like you're trying to confuse him.
That's kind of the goal.
He hurt himself in his confusion.
Let's see here. Now wait a sec. I gotta roll against this. Hold on.
Says that in game. I gotta roll against this.
My brain, she don't process things as fast as she used to.
It's like Candor and his bestiaries.
All right. Look, I probably got some kind of deadline somewhere, okay? But that deadline's another day, another time. I got the other deadline, though. It's got to get done right away.
Well, what about this deadline?
This deadline is deadline, It could be a deadline.
Well, so that one's a deadline.
That one has a hard deadline. Got to get that done in 5 days.
Got to get that done in 5 days. And what is that job?
Well, we're
I'm pretty sure it has nothing to do with looking at this young lady or interacting with
I
her.
got my team over there, and they're doing the best job they're gonna do on that.
How many guys?
Me being there isn't gonna be.
How many guys on your team?
7. I got
That's
2 of
not
them
enough.
here. I got 5 of them there.
But if you put 3 of them there, then there'd be a full 8, and you'd be good.
But I only got 7 guys.
So get 8 over there. You have to have 8.
I can't get 8. I don't know 8 guys. Do you know like 5 guys so I can add
What
them
about
over there?
you? How much is you? If we add you into the mix, that's 8, right?
I don't do the work.
What do you mean you don't do the work?
I manage.
Do the deadlines.
Yeah, but I manage. I make sure we meet the deadlines.
You're not meeting the deadlines if you don't have all 8 guys over there.
You only have 7 guys.
You have failed to achieve the 8, my friend. Failed.
Wait a second. Did you say the 8?
You have failed.
You one of those weirdos that worships that guy? Because I could use you right now.
Worships what guy?
That god,
Worship a guy.
Right.
Oh, the
I do not
guy.
worship a guy.
Right. It's not a guy. It's not like all the rest of them, right? It's like a rock, right?
He calls him the Avatar.
It's not a rock, and it's not the Avatar. It's not the 8.
The 8 is a rock. It's like a rock with 8 on it. That's what all your pictures look like anyway.
Heretics.
Now look. Here's the deal. You go and you use your magical 8 powers and you bless that site to be holy. Okay?
It has to be 8.
Right. You find the 8 you need to bless that site.
But Kent, if you're there, wouldn't that be 8? You would be 8.
Yeah, I could send the rest of my men, and then you could go and bless the site, and that would be 8.
All right, I need all 7 of your men.
All right, they'll all be there. Hey,
They'll all
you
be
two, go on over there with this guy. Show him where it's at. He's gonna bless the place.
Okay.
And then I gotta go take lunch break, and then I'll be back, and we should have everything finished up and fixed up. We get all the plans in order.
Is it actually?
Huh?
Is it actually around lunchtime?
No, it is a little early for lunch.
It's like 10 a.m.
Yeah. All right, I think we got it all cleared up, right? You gonna go take care of that?
Yes.
Do the blessing.
Ollie, these are your men.
All right, I'm gonna
These two
show.
men,
I'm gonna show
and I
her
will-
where you guys should stay in the meantime while you're gonna be here.
Excellent. I will take these men over to that site, and we will confer. We will confer to the blessing, and your men will follow whatever the blessing is.
Well, I mean, if you're blessing the site, yeah, they'll.
Yes.
Yeah.
By all means.
Yeah, you make sure that the blessing happens at the site, okay?
Yes, the blessing will happen at the site.
All right, this sounds good. Sounds like a win-win for me. All right, you ready to go, girl?
Oh, yeah.
We're all going, right?
No, I'm showing her. None of you guys. You all can stay where you're
We'll
staying.
stay in the same place.
Why don't you guys go look at the cart, and I'll let you guys know what
And
he takes
I'll
me
take
to.
these guys to bless the site.
Yeah, somebody's got to stay around and watch your car.
I'm gonna go take a nap on the cart. I'm exhausted from listening to Ken Construction Man.
All right.
Comstock, can you keep an eye out
Sure.
while I sleep?
All right. So Brianna and the foreman can go back to the hotel he's showing her. Kent.
Foreman or Formian?
Foreman, not a foreman. So Kent, you are heading over with these two men to the build site. When you arrive, there is a mostly finished building here. There are 5 people, kind of 2 people actually doing some work, 3 people kind of wandering around looking like they're trying to look like they're doing work. And the 3 of you arrive there.
Right.
Hey, this guy said he's gonna do some blessing on the site. Blessing? What do we need a blessing here for? Boss says it's got to be blessed. All right, go on, do your thing.
All right. So he begins by drawing octagons in various shapes and places, overlapping. He asks anybody if he has a candle. Do you guys gentlemen have a candle at all?
Candle? Why would I have a candle?
I don't know. Do you got a torch will work? Something that burns.
Yeah, we can get you something that burns, and they'll bring over a torch.
Okay, and we lay the torch in the middle, and I stick it in the ground so the torch is over thing, and I hold my hands out, and he just starts rambling off numbers. Every number is divisible by 8. He's just rambling in random order. And then he suddenly grabs his head. Ah, the pain! Ah, yes, my God. Yes, I understand now. Gentlemen, you do not understand. This site is going to burn down.
They all look like you need to give them a bluff check.
I'm just waiting on that. Ah, crap.
Hey, how would you know it's gonna burn down?
The 8 has told me it is going to burn down.
I thought the 8 doesn't tell the future. I thought the 8 is like the opposite of telling the future. He says things are just gonna be what things are gonna be based on the 8. Right? Something about providing or something like that?
The 8 both provides, yes.
So I'm
just providing you with truth.
I'm not seeing truth here. We're doing a good job on this construction. As long as it's done before, as long as it doesn't burn down before we finish it.
You consider that, and he points to a section of the building. That good construction. Oh my God.
Yeah, I consider that good construction. Do you know what construction is? Have you ever built anything before?
Yes, I did.
What'd you build?
This right here.
All right, I guess it doesn't look terrible, but it's not like this. It's a different kind of building.
I'm telling you, there's going to be a fire. That is shoddy construction you have over there.
Hey, now I did a good job on this.
Which one of you?
Come on over here. Let me show you. Let me show you the construction. Let me show you this construction, okay?
Okay.
These are some of the finest planks I've ever used, okay? I chopped these myself. I had them processed myself. I put them up there myself. You see, I'm a worker. I do what I gotta do. I make things.
While he's talking, I want to look around vicinity for any loose objects.
There's some like stones.
Okay, which is a shitty perception. Wow, my rolls just went to crap. Okay, so there's nothing worth picking up. I'm telling you, it's gonna burn down. The boss is gonna blame you. The fire is going to start right here.
You trying to threaten my building?
I am not threatening you, my friend. I came to bless, and I'm telling you this blessing isn't gonna go good. There is something wrong with this blessing.
Well, you're just supposed to bless it.
And it's on the other side of town. It's going to start somewhere else. I can
Wait, the fire's going to start somewhere else, and it's going to burn down.
I didn't say the fire's going to start. I said what starts the fire is going to be somewhere else.
So what you're saying, you think, is if we go
somewhere else.
So the 8's not telling you.
Oh my God. Are you kidding? Oh, they're steadily getting better.
So the 8's not telling you that this is going to burn down. It's telling you somebody wants to take out our building.
Something somewhere else?
All right, show us where this person is that wants to take out our building.
The person I don't know. The place I do.
All right, take us to that place.
All right. And we walk back over to the original construction site that doesn't have a deadline.
They look it over. So this is the place where the people are going to be that take out the building.
This is where it's going to start. I don't know if it's the person that's going to be here, it's someone who's visiting. I could just tell you that the 8 has told me this is the end of the side of the octagon where it's going to come from.
All right, we know how to solve this. Thank you so much for your time.
All righty.
All right.
May the 8 may provide.
I think the 8 has provided. Thank you. We're going to stop these thugs. All right. They wander off for a little bit. Where are you heading after that?
I'm going to go back to the White Pegasus.
Okay. So yeah. Brianna, you are shown to a very, very nice hotel. It is, give me one sec here. Let me pull up my notes. Why can I not find this now?
No, I don't have Intimidate.
Because it's not from the session, I think it's from... This is one of those things where it ended up in... Oh no, from somewhere else, isn't it? Yep, okay, that's fantastic. Hold on. I'm going to have to do this way.
So, Kent, are you going to get us murdered?
If you get murdered, it's the will of the 8.
I mean, Kent doesn't have to worry. He's going to turn into a weapon eventually.
All right, you will be taken to a place known as the House of Dreams. And this is less like a reputable hotel. It's a very, very nice place. But as he's sort of like signing you in, it's kind of awkward because like they have a lot of like other services that they sell on the side, and they all have very strange like dessert flavored names, like lemon tart, raspberry cream, blueberry parfait, just these like very strange names, but they're not the foods, or they're the foods at like exorbitant prices, because they're at like 20 gold, 40 gold, 100 gold. But he just pays for a single room, shells out a couple of gold for it, and then we'll take you upstairs. All right, so I think I get what you're getting at. How soon do you want this project done?
As soon as possible would be nice.
All right, well, what are you willing to do for it? I mean, I don't know what your going rate is, but
I just want to have fun. So.
Well, we can have some fun, and I'll move up the date based on the fun we have.
That sounds fair. I treasure new experiences.
Okay. So a few hours will pass, and at a certain point there will be like a pounding at the gate. Nikolai, and I believe Constag, you went back as well, right? There'll be a pounding at the gate, and one of the members of the party will come up. There's a guard here for you. One of you, whichever one of you's here.
All right. What's up?
Do you know if something went wrong with that construction crew?
I have no idea.
Oh, they just tore down the building they were supposed to be fixing. It said something about somebody was going to start a fire.
No idea. I've just been here taking a nap.
All right. Just are all four of you here?
Huh?
Are all four of you here?
No.
One, two. Who are those people?
What?
Those people over there, working on that building over there. Who are they? They got anything to do with any of this?
Who is he referring to? The construction workers?
No, you're at where the cart is. So you're at where they're doing where the mine is. And so the people he's pointing out are the people who are working on the little house. That's like just outside of the mine. They're like cleaning up things. They're the party that like has taken over ownership of this because one of them is a harvest.
Not part of our group.
All right, so where's the other two?
They're busy right now. I don't know.
You got any clues as to where they might be?
I think probably trying to figure out where to stay today.
All right, if you see him come by, let him know we're looking for him. We got some questions we got to ask him. Thanks. And the guard will...
I'm gonna telepathically send a message to Brianna and Kent saying, FYI, the guards want to ask you some questions. P.S. Apologies for any interruptions.
You didn't interrupt me. I wasn't doing anything.
So yeah, a little while more will pass. Brianna, you can wrap things up.
I hope you wrap things up in advance.
And yeah, he'll. All right, I guess we can get this done in say like a day or two. Shouldn't be a problem. Let me go find him, and we'll get this straightened out. They should be back at the other site with your friend.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
After I leave, I'll go like try and find a guard, I guess, since I heard they were looking for me.
Yeah, who are you?
I'm with Brianna. I'm sorry.
I'm with Brianna.
I'm with Brianna. Yeah.
No.
I am Brianna. My party and we came here on a large cart.
Oh yeah, you guys. I was told to find yous. What's your hold on. I gotta find the notes. Hold on. There it is. Alright, where were you about 3 hours ago?
I was at a dessert place, the House of Dreams.
You work there?
No.
Because I'd pay a penny for you. I'm sorry.
Only a penny, rude.
No, I was just, having fun recreationally.
Oh, you into desserts?
I love dessert.
Huh. I'll have to find you there sometime.
Yeah, I'll see you around.
Okay, some about a house. You guys ran into the house, right?
Yes, we had had a construction crew supposed to be cleaning it up. You guys have our
Yeah, they definitely cleaned it up all right. There's no house there anymore.
What?
Yeah, I guess they said somebody told them that somebody here was gonna burn it down. They got like a hot tip.
Oh no.
And they said the best way to make sure it didn't happen was to make sure nobody could be at this house. So they made sure the house wasn't there.
No. Okay. Well.
So you were, and somebody can vouch for you being at the House of Dreams, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I can go get the registry book.
No, I'll take your word for it. I don't think a lot of people would admit being there, so.
Oh, okay.
Alright, there's one more. You saw supposed to be some kind of very short guy, halfling or something like that, right?
Yeah, I don't know about him. I was otherwise occupied.
Alright, well if you can find him, let me know what his deal is.
Sure, I will do that. And I'll leave the guardhouse or wherever I was, and I'm going to say telepathically, Kent, what did you do, and where are you right now?
I'm at the hotel.
What did you do? Did you tell them that place was going to catch fire?
No, I told them the place that they were working on was going to catch fire.
Steven, when we talk telepathically, like, are we directing it, or can everyone wearing the ring hear
Everyone wearing the ring hears what everyone is saying.
It was burned down?
No, I just told them it was
The
going
guard just told me that they demolished the place because they said there was going to be a fire there.
The place they had a deadline on?
No, the place that we're waiting on to be repaired so that we can leave.
Well, I didn't tell them anything about that.
Oh my goodness.
I told them
Does
the place
this
they had
mean
a deadline was going
insurance
to burn
will
down.
cover it or something?
Is there a
Or
what?
have insurance?
There's nobody has insurance.
Why not?
Insurance hasn't been made yet.
You know, that could be a good business venture. We get enough money and we tell people, hey, give us more money, and if something happens to your house.
We won't pay for it anyways.
I don't know if there's a theme you're noticing in this world, but like rich people don't help out poor people, and so they're definitely not going to create insurance unless they think it can make them a lot of money. And it's hard to scam these people into insurance.
Insurance is the easy way to make money.
This is super easy way.
Yes, but right now, but it's a very hard thing to sell to people who have like ways to tell when people are lying.
I guess and I'm saying this telepathically, I guess I need to go find the foreman and see what our options are.
I would ask him why he was not supervising his men at the job site that didn't have a deadline.
Brianna's eye will twitch a little bit.
Also, if they burned it down, we shouldn't be expected to pay for the whole rebuilding of it. That's not our fault.
Well, let's hope he's in a good mood after what we did.
What did we do? I didn't do anything.
Oh, you did plenty.
I did nothing.
So what's worse than dead weight? It's like actively harmful, right? Huh.
Yes.
It's amazing how I go from incredibly useful to actively dead weight. It's amazing how that happens with me.
You're so flexible.
So yeah, Brianna, I assume you're heading back to the site then?
Yes.
Yeah, so you'll get back there. The guys are standing around. They've got like a number of tools that are kind of laying around, and they're like sitting in some chairs that they brought over, and the foreman is like, shouting at them about like, what do you mean the place was somebody was gonna come burn down the other place? Why did this place have anything to do with it? Well, the guy, the blessing guy. What do you mean the blessing guy? He was just there to bless stuff. What the hell are you talking about? He'll see you wander up, Brianna. What is this? What is this about your friend?
I have no idea. He said I heard from a guard what happened, and I asked him about it, and he said that he didn't tell them that this place was going to burn down. I don't know what.
No. He didn't say this place was going to burn down. He said that something here was going to burn that place down.
How could that even happen?
I mean, he follows the 8, right? The 8 knows the fate. Isn't that how the saying goes? 8 knows the fate.
No, I thought it was the 8 will provide.
Yeah, but it provides like answers. That's what he said. He said the 8 provides answers. The 8 will provide answers. The 8 is fate. I mean, maybe we all just really poorly rolled our gauge checks, but
Why? I will just look at the foreman and be like, I assume that you can't build a house in a couple of days.
I mean, it does make things a lot more difficult.
You shouldn't have to pay for it, I say telepathically.
Well, I would hate for you to miss your deadline. I don't know exactly where this all came about, a fire, but perhaps you can have them finish the other place and then rebuild.
Look, I'll get this all squared away. It ain't no big deal.
As a reminder, nobody did anything with the torch at the other side. It's just sticking in the ground.
Okay. I'll say well, thank you. I imagine you'll have a lot of work, but if you have some free time, let me know.
I will, thank you. I keep losing my accent, but I'll get it back someday.
And yeah, I'll just I'll go back to the party, I guess, where I know that they're.
All right. The torch does not cause the place to get burnt down, by the way. I rolled the check for it. It does not.
Yeah, it will provide.
Yeah, but that's gonna create a benefit and a setback because now it's more important that they finish up this place before they finish up the other one because now they've caused demonstrable damages. So in a way, Kent made sure there's a deadline.
How long does it take to build a house?
This got looked up the other day.
I'm thinking with 8 guys.
7 guys.
But
in a
they only
corner.
have 7, so.
You're the 8th. You could pitch in.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
you want me to go help? I could draw some octagons and place torches.
Let's see.
Or candles and pools of oil, whichever works for you.
I don't understand. Earlier when I was looking at this, I'm so confused. There were like build points, and then I did a search for this again, and I ended up with the one that doesn't use build points. I'm at the one with the gold. I don't know how I got here, but it's where I was trying to be the first time I did this.
Yes, I find the SRD confusing too.
Yeah, I don't understand why the same search doesn't result in the same results. It does not tell me approximately how long, though, it will take to build. The other one did, so now I need the other one. This fucking game. There we go. Oh no, this doesn't actually have the amount of time it will take to build it. But I will assume probably a couple of days, probably a few days. They've got all the materials because they didn't they destroyed the house by taking it apart. And so they can probably put it back together in a few days. So both of your strategies will result in the house getting built around the same time. Just in one way, it's going to be fully rebuilt, and in the other way, it was going to just be repaired.
So is it going to cost us more or what?
No, they'll have to cover the cost because they were the ones who disassembled it. And Kent does have the right idea, because the foreman wasn't there to oversee it, and they did it without the foreman's approval. It's on the foreman for not supervising his men.
I will also say telepathically on my way back, Kent, you need to probably talk to a guard and answer some questions.
I already said that. Did he not listen?
I could answer the questions. I don't know what questions he wants me to answer, though. I'll just give him random answers.
He
Well,
wants
how
to
about
talk.
you
And
go-
Kent immediately walks into the street to look for the nearest guard.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
yeah.
find one.
Wait for Brianna.
Walks
Kent,
up
where
to
are
the
you?
nearest guard and says, I have answers for you.
Okay.
Is he gonna start proselytizing now?
Oh my god.
What kind of answers you got?
64, bananas with cream cheese, and the butler did it. And then I'll walk away.
Wait, well, who are you? What was this about?
I was told to go to the guard and give you some answers.
Answers to what?
Bananas.
It
with
just said give you
cream cheese.
answers.
Ooh.
Who are you?
Actually, could be good.
Who am I? Who are you, my friend? You are the guard. The guard should know.
That's not how this works. We don't know who everybody is.
Then how do you guard them?
You don't have to know who somebody is to make them safe.
But you have to know who you're keeping them safe from, right?
I'm keeping them safe from each other. But I don't need to know who I'm
But if
keeping
you
them safe
don't
from
know
either.
Right, so...
All I need to do is know that I'm protecting people from other things.
But what if you're protecting the wrong people?
Whoever's doing the bad thing is the one I'm gonna stop.
But how do you know that the one you're protecting isn't waiting to do bad things?
That's not how that works. Well, maybe it's... Sometimes it is how it works, but you still gotta protect those people too.
You gotta protect criminals and violent people?
You can't know who all the criminals are. Now wait a second here.
Why are you
You're getting us
protecting
off
them?
topic. What are
I'm
these
getting off
answers?
topic. I said go to a guard and give answers. I'm going to the
No,
guard
you
and
gotta
give
tell me who you
answers.
are.
I'm me.
Your name is me.
No, my name is not me.
What is your name?
What is my name or your name?
What is your name?
Yes, what is your name?
You're gonna end up in jail.
You're starting to frustrate me. You're wasting my time. Just give me your name.
All right.
Your name is all right?
No, I'm trying to figure out a way to give you my name.
I need you to tell me your name.
Oh, tell me your name. I don't know your name.
No, your name.
That's what I said, your name.
The name of the halfling person that's standing in front of me. I need you to tell me.
Oh, you mean me?
Yes.
You want my name?
Yes.
Okay. My name is a capital K, little bitty E, even smaller N, with a great big T. Kent. How can I help you?
Hold on, I think that's on that sheet. Hold on. All right. Where were you a few hours ago?
Where was it? I was at the hotel.
What about right before that?
I was with some workers.
All
You
right.
said something about taking care of those guys.
What guys?
We were at the construction site. We were discussing the epiphanies of the eight, and they said they were going to go over to that site to take care of those guys.
They say what kind of guys?
Nope, they just said those guys.
All right, this story checks out. But you were with them?
Yes.
Did you tell them to do anything?
Nope. I
You didn't tell them to tear anything down, or
It would never tell anybody what their job is. I just ask questions.
you asked
Oh,
too
and
many?
give answers. Remember.
You give too many answers. Why?
Bananas with cream cheese. I'm telling you, bananas with cream cheese. That was the important one.
What are you?
I'm me.
Why you? What is with these answers? 64?
64. Yes, it's a great answer.
I was.
Much better than 42.
I feel like that's blasphemy somehow, and you're really pissing somebody off here.
I'm not pissing anybody off.
Maybe not. I just feel it, you know? I feel like 42 is a better answer. It's a funnier answer.
Ugh. Sounds like a tropey answer to me personally.
I feel like 64 is a tropey answer.
Not if you're with the 8.
Oh, it all makes sense now. This is just randomness, isn't it?
No. I was told what to do. This is what I'm coming to do. Nothing random about it.
All right, then move along.
Okie doke. He kind of, as he walks away, kind of does like a little dance as he's walking off.
Why don't they get rid of this damn god? Yeah. So, what do you guys want to do over the next few days as this place is rebuilt?
I am wanting to see about getting a couple of bullseye lanterns, as well as collecting some rocks.
Okay.
Um,
Easy enough
I
things
al-
to do.
I also was going to see if I could find maybe a heat stone. I don't know if that even exists here, but
Just making this up now, or
it was in adventuring equipment.
there it is. Okay. It just did not come up the first 2 times I searched for it. Yeah, you can pick one of those up. No, you can pick a few of them up if you want to.
Okay. The other thing, I wanted us to visit Formia, and I also wanted to see if there was like any like temples to Sascha here.
Okay. So as far as temples here, there is a temple to Shashat, there is a temple to Suanol, and a temple to Anhur here.
At some point, I would like to visit the one for Sascha.
Okay. What about the rest of you while you're here? Other stuff you'd want to do over the next couple of days?
Cauliflower. Buffalo variety.
Sure. You can have some more buffalo cauliflower while you're here, since it is prevalent.
I'm still mad about the land shark.
You could have beat it. You have mirror image. That's how you beat land sharks.
I was gonna see if I could borrow the glossary and ask it something.
Okay.
Oh yeah, if she asks for the glossary, I'll let her borrow it.
What do you want to ask the glossary?
Who is the mother?
Ooh. Let me check one thing before I do this, but I think there's not another answer. There is not. I am here for you. The mother is what you need to help you, to guide you. You walk through life alone, separated from those you love and care about. We are here for you, to bring you together to the ones you've lost and the ones you'll find. Togetherness and oneness is the way your life will be better, will feel better. You can find me. I'm always here. That is the entry on the mother.
Why?
How about Kent? Anything over the next couple of days?
Yeah, Kent's gonna actually spend some time on a street corner proselytizing for the 8.
Ooh, give me a knowledge religion.
Knowledge religion.
And
Not
give
very
me
good.
give me a bluff check.
And a bluff check.
Oh yeah, you do a good job. Though you're kind of preaching some of like core tenets of the 8 as opposed to like deeper tenets. or maybe you're just preaching tenets that you want to preach about the 8. I imagine Kent's idea of the 8 is probably different than like everybody else's idea of the 8, right? Or how, I guess you tell me, how accurate is Kent's concept of the 8 versus like public opinion?
What is public opinion, first of all?
So
I don't know what public opinion is.
public opinion is that the 8 is sort of a god that is not a manipulator of fate, but kind of the purveyor of fate. Fate is all around us, and the 8 kind of makes sure that fate is being doled out appropriately. So sort of like a bit of karma, but also sort of like a bit of order, disorder. So if you feel like there is like a low chance of something, you can pray to the 8 to get kind of a second chance at fate. So to increase your chances of something.
I'm definitely into the whole. It's definitely into the karma, leaning heavy into the karma thing.
Okay. Yeah, and then like sort of bringing about balance, but with a greater chance of loss. So like you can make so the example would be like, let's say that you're pretty sure you're not the next one up for promotion. You can make a request of the 8 if you're like a person who's been like worshiping, or you're willing to sacrifice something to the 8, and the 8 will kind of change the fates in a way. And these could be changing the fates for the better, like significantly for the better, but could be changing the fates for the worse. You don't know necessarily what's going to happen, but you know it's not going to be the outcome you expect.
Yeah, his belief is it's definitely it's a karma base, but you just, whatever idea you have to succeed, just grab it and run with it, and that is what'll align your karma in the right direction.
Okay, so you believe that the 8 sort of guides your thoughts into what fate is supposed to be.
Yes.
Okay. And
All
so
that's hubris and
yeah, that's also part of that, like that sort of like, sometimes it feels like you're snaking through a problem, but you're really following like kind of the first thought, because the instinct is the thing that's going to guide you through the situation.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, you're finding a lot of people like gathering, listening to what you have to say. And you will bring a handful of people over to at least thinking of the 8 more in terms of a more real god among them. There's a bit of a misnomer here, because that whole kind of like all over the place attitude of the 8 kind of puts people off, and having someone here to kind of better explain like what the 8 is can kind of like move people towards recognizing the 8 as being reputable, as opposed to like what a lot of people think, and it's just kind of like Ganthet, just another trickster god that's going about trying to play tricks on people. But you kind of steer them away from that idea, because it's not really what the 8 is. The 8 isn't the god of trickery. The 8 is the god of fate. Is there anything in particular though that Kent feels like kind of strikes him in what he wants to proselytize about the 8?
No, just more of a general feeling. He's trying to increase pilgrimage.
Okay. So do you talk about the holy site at all?
Yes, always.
Okay. And are you telling people where the holy site is?
Yes.
Okay.
You can't pilgrim somewhere if you don't know where you're going.
Yep. And then do all of you want to head down to Femoria, or?
I'll go when they're ready.
Formia?
Formia? Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, the Fomorians are another species of creature.
Are they made of bones?
I don't remember actually.
They're made of forms. All papery and
Charles,
a lot of things
Erasmus
to fill
would
out.
love them. Very bureaucratic.
No, the Fomorians are like they're an Irish mythological like monster race of like giants and like kind of giant pirates. Because it says they are giants and sea raiders. Very weird.
wear pirate boats as shoes.
Yeah, they're monstrous beings who came from under the sea, and are giant. But yeah, you guys can head down into Formia. Let's change up a little bit of the music here as you head on down. You guys head on down. You can move through the wall as you need to, and make your way down to the city beneath. Things there are moving as efficiently as they usually do. You are recognized when you arrive. Both the people and the metallic Formian creatures will greet you as you pass through the streets. What specifically do you want to do while you're here?
I would like to visit the crafter that built the cart because the cart's broken and we're going to need it at the very least try and get repairs on it. If not, also if we have enough, possibly try and see if they can come up with some sort of locking mechanism.
Yeah, you can find him working with the rest of his crew on some stuff. You're back so soon. Did everything go okay?
Yes, for the most part. We're actually here because it's a stopover. We're headed to Frostholm soon.
Why? Why would anyone want to go there?
It's just basically
For work.
The next thing we have to pick up is there.
In Frostholm?
Yes.
Oh. Weird.
But the specific reason we're here is because some damage has happened to the cart, and I was
Impossible.
hoping it was damaged a little bit.
Did you run into something?
It hit a building. Or two.
Thought you knew how to drive it. Thought one of you knew how to drive it. Why would you have us make this thing if you aren't going to be able to properly control it?
Why are you so grumpy today?
I'm not grumpy.
I know grumpy because I am grumpy.
I'm sorry if my curtness is coming off as grump.
Anyway, it was a mishap. The person driving was trying to get away from a rather large creature.
What kind of large creature?
A land
Land
shark?
shark.
Those things still exist?
Yep.
It seemed, from what I understand, it seemed to think the cart was food.
It thinks everything is food. If it weren't for the protections around all the cities, it'd probably eat most of the cities and people. Kind of silly that people keep trying to spread outside of the city. It's unusually dangerous outside of the cities.
Does seem that way.
Yes, it's peculiar. More so than where we used to come from. I mean, there was danger outside of the cities, but you had to look hard to find danger. Here, it seems like danger's waiting for you.
It's pretty
Every
reliable.
path you go. Yes.
It seems like every journey is a roll of the dice.
It will provide.
Frostholm, you say?
Yes.
Are you familiar with worms? And not with the O-R-M spelling.
I confess I'm not very familiar with worms.
There are very large, very cold worms that live in the lands around Frostholm. If you encounter one, move the cart as fast as you can and hope that it either one, didn't see you, or two, that you can get to the city before it eats you.
What is worm without an O? What's different?
A worm without an O is more reptilian and about 300 times larger. Maybe more, 3,000 times larger, 3,000 times larger.
How big compared to me?
It could consume an entire room full of you in one motion.
How big compared to a land shark?
They would both fight each other. The worm would eventually win, but not without taking some severe hits.
So the only thing we could do is run away.
I mean, if you think you're strong enough, you could stand and fight it, but if you can't
Is it
drive a
with a
cart, I
U?
don't think you're going to be able
Or
to.
with an E? Worm?
Y.
Worm?
With a U.
Worm?
With a U, worm.
Or maybe it's with a Y. Hold on. Let me check my brain here. I have a little bit of an archive here. You know what, actually, this one's with an O. It's the other one that has a Y, and there's one that has a U. I do hate the way that people have named creatures. Some sort of organization or group should have spent a lot more time coming up with a more consistent naming convention.
I agree. So we're looking for the one, or we're watching out for the ones with an O.
You should be watching out for anything with worm in its name, realistically.
True, true.
Particularly if it's large enough to eat us
Yes.
in one bite.
I would say even if it's large enough to eat you in a couple of bites, you should be careful.
Agreed.
Well, the other reason we've come here, aside from repairs, I don't know how much that will cost, but we also were hoping that perhaps we could get some sort of locking mechanism to keep someone from just stealing our cart.
I was thinking of a large red club
And where would that go?
on the wheel
And how would you take it off?
with a key.
The wheel is 3 times the size of one of you. How do you think you're going to wield that thing off of the wheel?
Doesn't have to be big. It just has to keep the wheel from turning.
Right, but somebody has to be able to take it off there and put it somewhere else.
Well, I'm not very large, so it won't be me.
Even your largest person would probably have a problem with this. And I don't think you have another large person with you.
Sadly, no.
Okay. What if
We're
we had
open
some
to
sort
ideas.
of what if we had some sort of snake that could talk? Some like a viper or something that would warn people away from the vehicle.
That's not a locking mechanism.
This
But it
sounds
would
like
be a security system.
this sounds like it wouldn't stop anyone from stealing it. Couldn't they just rip the Viper out and throw it on the ground and drive off with the cart anyway?
Well, no, because if they got near it and they touched it, the viper would speak out in an ominous voice and tell them to move away from the vehicle.
Sure, but somebody could still just simply get inside of the vehicle, take the Viper out, throw it on the ground, and drive
I didn't say it
away.
was a good idea. I just said it was an idea.
I'm just trying to make sure you're aware of the flaws in your thinking.
I don't have flaws in my thinking.
How about let's see if the crafter has any ideas?
Well, this is difficult.
He also said it's not broken.
It shouldn't be able to be broken. Not the wheel, anyway.
Well, the part that holds us in is kind of important, too.
I suppose that's true. You couldn't fix that on your own? Don't you all have access to mending or...
And there's no
thought
place
we-
to
Woodworking or-
and there's no place to set my tent up on top of it.
Well, the problem with mending is that none of us can fix anything that large.
No warp wood or wood warping or wood shaping or...
Unfortunately, no.
I mean, if we had big metal clamps, we could probably do something. That would help hold the tent on at least.
I'm not concerned with your tent thing.
Well,
This
I
is
am,
about a tent. When does tent idea come in?
because I was thinking about putting a tent on it, and it would be like a moving house or a home. And we could call it a mobile home.
Maybe like a recreational vehicle?
Yeah, we could do all kinds of recreational things within the vehicle, especially
Gotta be
once there's a
careful telling
tent
that to
on.
Brianna.
Anyway.
Securing the cart.
What? Shush.
Baby. Baby cat.
She's not a
It's
baby.
not a baby cat.
All cats are
All
babies.
cats are babies.
She is not a baby.
Thank you, Jess. We're on the same baby cat team.
Hmm.
Baby cat do 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 do.
No, it's baby Max.
Do 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 do.
Should we just bring the cart outside of the gates, or I don't know what.
Outside of the gates. You just
How will we get it in?
We can work on it out there if you have control of the land above.
We do. Well, the people that inherited it before that we brought here, they do, and they've given us permission to be there.
Hmm.
I
will have to
perhaps-
think over this lock idea.
I thought perhaps also if we lack in funding, that perhaps I could play some music that would help you to do your work better in exchange for some of it.
Play some music.
Yes, I'm a singer.
Very talented.
How would this help?
I hear sea shanties are very popular.
They're very annoying. I don't know how to read the thing that you posted on the screen because I'm a person and I don't have access to the screen you posted it on. So I'm going to need you to do what the part of this, one of the parts of this game is about, and explain it to me.
Right. Well, you see, sometimes my music can aid my allies and help them do better in combat, but I also have the ability to help my allies succeed at a task. And you
It's
get
magical music.
Magical music. Who would have thought of that?
Smart people.
Musician.
Listen, we've thought of a lot of
And a
things,
wizard.
okay?
And a
we've
baby.
never had any idea of magical music. It seems silly.
Quite helpful.
And you say that this could make it so we do better at what we do.
Yes. It helps you succeed in a task. It helps your skills.
It is time limited, though.
It is.
So we couldn't play it for like the whole day.
Couldn't do it the whole day, but if there's a project that you're working on that you might need a little bit of a boost, I would be willing to sing in exchange for some work done on our cart.
We will have to think this over.
I can help lift some things, or I don't know.
We have plenty of things that can help us lift things probably better than you can. The Formian bodies are easily capable of lifting several times what they weigh.
You want me to hurt something?
My lord, why would anyone want you to do that?
I don't know, maybe you have a vendetta somewhere.
People still do that sort of barbaric thing.
I mean, I don't do it unless there's valid reason.
But you still do it.
Depends. If we're in danger, yes.
God, the world up there must be horrible. How do you live up
It is
there?
rough.
Down here, you don't rough up anyone. You talk.
Is this an offer for us to come move down there?
Sounds like it's better than up there, but I'm not sure what roles you'd fill here. Maybe if this magical music thing could last for a longer period of time, that could be very beneficial.
Perhaps after I gain more knowledge and experience and get stronger, then I will be able to maintain it for longer.
Yes, but how many hours do you think are the maximum you could maintain it for?
Well, I am not sure about that.
And this brutishness, this is something that you enjoy.
Not hugely, but it's something I can do to ensure that we don't die.
So why do it when you could focus on your intellect, your understanding of the world?
I mean, I think it's important to have a balance. There isn't really anyone else in our group besides our stag that has much in the way of physical strength. So,
Is this really something you need?
yes,
Is it that dangerous in places?
yes, we would have died if the stag and I were not part of the group.
Yes.
Dreadful.
We
I
also would
thought
have died without the benefits of spellcasters, so it is helpful to have multiple elements.
when we were brought here, we were assured these dangers were not so substantial.
Well, much has changed. Part of what we're aiming to do is hopefully make it less dangerous.
Do you really have to do that with violence? There's not some sort of arcane system that you can implement that will simply undo all of that. You know, the head and the heart were good designs and prevented a lot of things. I would have thought that that would have stopped all of this. Violence still
They're
continues? They're broken.
Yes.
Wasn't the heart a small girl?
What? You know the heart?
According to some of the drunken legends of the Avatar, the heart is a small girl.
Yes, that is correct. And the head was a young boy.
Oh.
Well, sort of.
I didn't hear that part.
They were manifestations of arcane energy that were sort of personified into human form. They are sort of intellect and empathy.
I heard they make great music as well.
I believe you're going for a reproduction joke, yes?
No, a musical artist. The head and the heart.
Oh, I'm not familiar with them. Is that...
It's okay.
Are they also magical?
Some might say that.
Yes, but... Oh, thank you so much for the bits. Oh, it's raining snowmen. Please hold.
Well, they're melting.
That's
That's kind of
barbaric.
creepy.
They're like unicorn. Oh, they're cheer walls. They're like narwhals, but they're snowmen and they're melting and dying.
That is really creepy looking.
But then they come to life again, so it's okay.
Oh, it's a vicious
So they're
cycle to watch them
undead snowmen narwhals.
die over and over and over.
What kind of god would do this?
The 8.
Never.
That sound effect is really long that I have for this. And it's playing it 5 times.
It's 3 times not enough.
That's all of them? Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah. I don't... If the head and the heart are broken, then suppose I probably know what you're after, but suppose I'm not supposed to talk about it, right?
We've been discouraged from doing so, yes.
Yes. All right. Well, this changes things quite a bit. I think we can help you with this protection on your device. Give us a few days, and we'll have these things prepared for you.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
I can make smoothies. Would that help? I'm good with gardening as well.
Bananas and cream cheese?
No.
Oh. Guard gave me the same look.
What you're saying makes a lot of sense. We have noticed that there are some changes happening. The monitoring that has been done on the world seems to be coming up with different results than we expect. And a complication with the head and the heart would make sense as to how we are where we are now. If you have been quested with this, then it is important that we divert from our current agenda and help you bring together what is necessary to secure things.
Thank you.
We really do appreciate that. And again, just let me know if you have something that you're working on and you need me to sing, perhaps.
And
Or
don't
those
forget the tent
smoothies.
mounting points. The tent mounting points. So we can put the tent on it.
Don't get greedy, Cap.
I'm not getting greedy. I'm trying to be practical. We're going someplace cold.
We'll see what we can do. But we'll get to work on this. If you guys would like to spend a few days, why don't you come back here in, let's say, 3 days, and we should have some results for you.
Excellent. We will do that.
Thank you.
We'll just leave the cart outside, I guess.
That should work fine. All right.
And we'll go to leave, I guess, unless
Yeah.
somebody else wants to do anything down here.
Is there an inn down in this world?
There is not. They don't have people that stay here from out of town.
They don't have any kind of guest rooms or anything?
No. This is not a place where there are guests that come out to.
But I want to stay down there, where the golden years are.
Brianna would have also let people know that while the inn she went to with the foreman was nice, the White Pegasus is probably more for everybody.
What does it have to do with dessert?
Um,
I thought it was called the Dream Room or something.
it's more of like a euphemism.
Oh.
And on that, let's go ahead and take a short break. When we get back, we'll see what happens over the next few days. And we're back. Keep going.
It's got chia seeds, flax seeds, medjool dates, and protein powder.
It might have been easier to say what wasn't in the smoothie. Huh? It's got a diverse blend of nutrients, just as Nikolai would appreciate.
So you all can make your way back to the surface. You've got a few days to kill as things go on.
Oh, to kill? I thought they didn't want me to kill.
Kill the
You can
days,
kill
not
the
the
days. Yeah.
Kill the calendar.
Maybe we should also see if we can find any like rare ingredients for Hadhup or something to bring back. Or we could do that on our way back.
How would you want to go looking for rare ingredients?
See if there's any like gourmet shops around.
There are places here where you can get some more like specific seasonings, if that's what you meant. I was thinking a different kind of rare ingredients, but
I was thinking we could bring something back for Hadhup that might help Hadhup with his cooking.
yeah,
That's a nice idea. Maybe
you-
something that's unique to the climate of tastes of North Point.
yeah, you can absolutely do that. And hold on.
Is it land shark? Because I don't want to bring that back.
I mean, he would really be excited if you brought him back some land shark, though.
Land shark fin soup.
Ugh.
Yeah. So up here, you'll find some pretty like good access to a large number of like herbs and access to some like some stuff that might not otherwise be as accessible down that way. The climate up here is it's oddly a little bit warmer than it is down that way, which is weird because like in the way that the world here is, east and west is kind of your heat to cool, and north to south really doesn't usually have any bearing per se. But the elevation, the kind of hilly climate allows for some elevated places that might not normally be available, providing a little bit more light and a little bit more, not so much elevation, it creates cooling, but enough elevation to create better access to sunlight in some areas, and better access to periodic rain climates. And so you can pick up a few things like lemongrass and rosemary that might otherwise be a little bit difficult to get a hold of out there.
Okay, I will definitely pick up some. I guess maybe I don't know. What do you guys think? Half a pound each of lemongrass and rosemary?
Well, let's find out how much they are.
Yeah, so spices.
Also, Brianna will sing for her supper.
Might be good to pick them up on the way back, just because we don't want anything to happen to them through our journeys.
Well, I was assuming they were dried.
They are.
I know, but they could be stolen off the cart or be eaten by ooze, or I feel like there's
And
just
we could bring
less
some ooze back.
risk.
I'll put them in my pants so they'll be safe.
I don't know, those seem to come off a lot.
I'm gonna go this route because I know it's in here. I just don't know why I can't find it on the SRD.
Stolen by one of your lovers. Take off with our lemongrass fruit.
I like the idea that somebody like spends the night at your place and they leave with all your lemongrass.
They think it's a different kind of grass.
Oh man, when I get home, I'm gonna smoke this. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah, make some Tomka soup. Yum.
I could swear this is in here. Maybe I'm thinking of 3.5.
Why are we in a jazz bar, by the way?
This was what I wanted to play, so this is what I started playing.
Oh, okay.
Seemed
The
like-
room, our inn basically detected that we wanted jazz, and so it's just playing jazz for us, so we'll buy more stuff.
Listen, this is
Interesting.
what happens when I realize that this game needs kind of like a thematic soundtrack, and I never really got to the point of doing it. Like, this is supposed to have like a bit of a piano-y kind of like stringy sound, and I never really put, like, I could never really find the tracks I wanted, but I landed on this and I was like, this sounds relaxing at least.
So it's supposed to be like
No.
green bean or pinto or
Oh my
like
God.
what kind of
Jump.
how stringy?
You know what?
This is what you
Like corn husks.
Yes,
Yeah.
like corn husk. That's the soundtrack. Corn husks. The soundtrack of our lives.
Yep.
I'm gonna kill myself with this cable if I keep doing this weird spin maneuver.
You should stop.
Yeah, I'm trying. Fortunately.
Michelle wouldn't know what to do with the life insurance. She's a little young.
She might.
Yeah, but it's more likely to be squandered or mismanaged. Give her a little time to age.
That's true. Then she can spend it on like adult things. Like alcohol and drugs.
I was gonna say Magic the Gathering cards.
Oh my god. No.
No, she'll inherit lots of those.
I mean, that's sellable. So we'll say like a about 2 or 3 silver.
Oh, it's super cheap.
Okay.
I mean, that's roughly like $10 worth of ingredients.
All right. I'm gonna just take 3 silver off of my
Okay.
sheet and put some lemongrass and rosemary in my pants.
I guess if you got a pound, it would be, I don't know. If I could find the right resource I need, I could get at it, but it's on the bottom shelf, and that is surrounded by everything and anything.
I almost put rosemary in my pants on my character sheet. All right.
So,
While we're shopping, I do want to go pick up those items I had talked about earlier, but I was wanting to see if I could diplomatically maybe get a slight discount on them.
not with that perform, you can't.
Well, that was for the herbs.
Okay. So you're talking about for the lamp and the other things?
The lanterns and the heat stone.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me another check.
Okay. At least I wasted my bad roll. It's not much better.
No,
You wasted it, yes.
it'll be
Alright.
regular price.
Alright.
What if she shows off her tits a little bit?
I mean, it's presumed that that's what Brianna's naturally doing, so...
Yeah, well,
No,
and
but
the
like a
thing,
little extra.
well, the thing is that that's my diplomacy roll. So, I mean, that's me being diplomatic and showing off. Alright.
I would like to see how much it would cost to get my scimitar enchanted with holy. I don't know if that's something that could be done in this area, but just curious.
Yeah, you can actually find a
Price
place.
estimate.
There is a magic shop here. That does have some options that they can offer you. To get holy, that is... so you can wander into this place. Holy? Why? You specifically want holy?
Yes.
There aren't a lot of evil creatures that roam about these parts. You're sure?
Oh, we go all over. We're adventurers.
You travel from country to country.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately we do come across quite a lot of evil.
Is your weapon currently enchanted with anything?
No.
Oh, very pricey then. The best I could probably do for you on something like this would be around 16,000 gold.
Oh, that is quite pricey.
And the fastest turnaround I could get would be 8 days, and that would be if I rushed it. It's not a common object that people come in asking for, so I don't happen to have something like it on hand. And I would have to do a lot of extra work to get your weapon to the point that it would even accept the enchantment of holiness on it.
Do you know if there's anything similar but more affordable, similar type of effects?
Is it a specific type of evil that you find yourself facing, or is it Does it seem to be a varied amount of evil?
It does vary.
If it varies, there's not as much I can do. If it's more specific, we could perhaps move towards a bane of sorts. So you would pick a specific type of evil. Let's say, for example...
A type like what?
Well, let's say, for example, you were dealing with, like, angry and aggressive giants. You're going underground a lot, you're finding that... Or in the mountains a lot, and you're finding rather angry giants that are... They're allowed to be here, but they're not really allowed to leave the mountains under the rules. But they've been causing some problems, and you have to sort of clean things up. You could have your weapon aligned to specifically, like, monstrous humanoids, and that would deal more damage against those foes.
Yeah, I'm afraid that is a bit too specific.
Oh.
Anything to help get around damage resistance? Like, I don't know if that's something that you could assist with.
What is the usual thing that gets around the damage resistance of the things that you're fighting?
What gets around them?
Yeah, what do they tend to be more affected by? You mentioned holy, so I'm assuming... hold on, he's going to put some things together. I'm assuming that you're likely dealing with outsiders, if you're worried about damage resistance and you're looking at holy as a solution.
Yes.
If outsiders is your game, always the same, roughly the same type. Remember that, like, there are demons and devils and the like, and they all fit their own category. So this Bane thing might not be far off. And if they're, like, for example, he will take a moment to think on some things.
Did not realize getting enchanted with holy would be 16,000 gold. Jesus.
So, for example,
I can't afford that.
Some of the evils that are of the demonic variety, their ability to be wounded by weapons is, or their ability to shrug off the damage from weapons is overcome by cold iron. Still some other creatures by silver, but it depends on the type of creature. Are you familiar with the types of creature that you're fighting?
I mean, it varies. I'm trying to remember, like, if there is a trend of that would fit this.
Do you have any ranks in knowledge of the planes?
No, I thought.
That's enough to remember what you've been dealing with. So you've been fighting daemons.
Is it all? They've all been daemons?
They have all been daemons.
Oh. Well, yes, daemons in particular I'm looking to get
Oh.
help with. Of course, though, if I get something to fight daemons, then I'm sure we'll never see daemons again. So I guess that would also be good.
Oh, I'm not super familiar with daemons, but and I suppose with the 11 you rolled, you're not as familiar with them either.
Can I, if you have specific questions, I could check with some of my my party. They might have better knowledge.
Yes, I'm just
Did
not
anyone
as
come
familiar.
with me shopping?
I don't know.
I'd go with you shopping since I was already shopping.
Also, can Erasmus, like, does he still have the telepathic ring even
Yeah.
while he's in jail? Okay. So yeah, if you have specific questions, I can think on them or ask my party members.
Yeah, Erasmus will come back to you with some of them are like more resistant or are less resistant to silver, which could be helpful.
Okay. Yeah, silver might be a better option for some of the things that we've encountered.
Well, there are. Are you attached specifically to the weapon that you carry?
I mean, it is what I've trained with.
Well, I don't mean like switching into a different scimitar. I mean like that specific blade.
I mean, not hugely, I guess.
Well, you could go a little outside. I hate to sell myself out of a deal, but you could go outside of the element you're using right now. There are, you could in fact buy yourself a silver item, or you could go the route of mithril. Mithril is a common item, a common material that people will purchase when they want something that can overcome silver without having to deal with the sort of the innate sort of weakness of silver itself.
That's not something you do here.
I don't really manufacture weapons, but I do know a person who runs a forge that could perhaps do something like this for you. But he likes to keep things on the hush-hush. So this would be me. You would have to let him know that I sent you.
Okay, I think that's